Hey everyone. So if you're dreaming about making games, simulations, or really any kind of interactive experience, you have definitely heard of DigiPen. But let's be real, their official course catalog can be a lot. Super dense, right? Well, that's what we're here for. We're going to break it all down, decode it, and help you figure out what your future there could actually look like. Let's jump in.
So this right here is a roadmap for this whole explainer. It's the official 2025-2026 course catalog for DigiPen Singapore. And yeah, I know, a document like this can look pretty intimidating. But don't sweat it. We're going to do the heavy lifting and pull out all the must-know stuff so you can really get a handle on what the journey is all about.
Okay, so let's cut right to it. The real reason you're here, you want to build worlds, don't you? I mean, maybe you're dreaming of coding those super complex game mechanics, or designing user experiences that just feel right, or maybe you're all about animating characters and making them feel alive. Whatever it is, DigiPen is basically saying, hey, bring us that dream, and we'll help you turn it into a real, marketable skill.
So what is DigiPen exactly? Well, think of it as a super specialized university. It's totally laser-focused on one thing, interactive technology. And here's a really, really important piece of the puzzle. Their collaboration with the Singapore Institute of Technology, or SIT. Now, this partnership is a big deal because it means some of their degrees are offered jointly. And for students who qualify, that can actually open up tuition subsidies from Singapore's Ministry of Education. That's huge.
Okay, let's get to the fun part. This is your first big decision. We're going to look at the different paths you can take. And I want you to think about these degree programs less like traditional majors and more like choosing your role on a creative team. You know, what's your specialty going to be?
I love how this table lays it all out. It's so clear. So if you're the person who gets excited about deep-level engineering, I'm talking building the graphics engines, the physics, the really core tech from the ground up, then you're the engineer. That's the BSCS in real-time interactive simulation. But maybe you want to be the one who uses code to actually craft the gameplay and the fun parts. Well, then you're the engineer designer in the interactive media and game dev program. Now, if you're more fascinated by people, by the psychology of why we click where we click, you're the experience architect over in the user experience and game design degree. And finally, if your heart is in visual storytelling, 2D and 3D art and animation, you're the artist. That's the BFA program. Kind of cool, right? Which one of those just jumped out at you?
Okay, let's drill down into something that trips a lot of people up. The two computer science degrees. What's the real difference? The easiest way to think about it is with a car analogy. The RTIS program, that's real-time interactive simulation, is for the person who wants to build the car's engine, like from scratch. It's all about that deep, complex, foundational programming. On the other hand, the IMGD program, Interactive Media and Game Dev, that's for the person who takes that engine and designs all the cool features of the car, the dashboard, the handling, basically the gameplay and the user interface. So the question you got to ask yourself is, do I want to build the engine or do I want to design what the driver experiences?
All right, let's talk about the how. How do you actually learn all this stuff? This next part is a huge piece of the DigiPen identity. It's all built around one simple, powerful idea. You learn by building. Not just reading, not just listening, but actually making things all the time.
So how do they pack all that building into the schedule? Well, here's how. They run on a year-round, 3-trimester system. So you can forget about that typical 2-semester university calendar with a long summer break. This is way more immersive. It's a continuous cycle of learning and doing. And it's designed from the ground up to support all that hands-on project work.
And here's the proof, right here. Just look at this. This is a first-year schedule for a computer science student. See that? Trimester 1, Software Engineering Project 1. Trimester 2, Software Engineering Project 2. You see the pattern? This isn't some side thing or an elective you can choose. It is a core, non-stop part of the curriculum right from day one. You are always building. You are always on a project team.
And all of this constant building leads to something really unique called the Integrated Work Study Program, or IWSP. Now, you got to understand, this is not just a summer internship, not even close. It's a mandatory, super long work placement. We're talking it spans multiple trimesters where you're out there in the real world at a real company putting all your skills to the test. It's basically the final boss of their learn by building philosophy.
And make no mistake, this is a serious commitment. 240. That's the number of credits you need to complete to graduate from any of these programs. When you think about that packed into their trimester system, yeah, that number really speaks to just how deep and how intense this whole curriculum really is.
So you do all that, all the projects, all the building, the intense work study. What's the payoff? Where does this path actually take you? Let's talk about the end game. Let's talk about your career.
And this is where that super focused education really starts to pay off. I mean, look at this list of potential jobs. Of course, you've got the ones you'd expect, right? Gameplay programmer, level designer. But it goes so much deeper. We're talking AI developer, usability researcher, really specialized stuff, VR/AR software developer. And it even points towards future leadership roles, like becoming a creative director or a technical director. It just goes to show how many different doors this kind of specialized training can kick open for you.
All right. So, we've looked at the different paths, the learn by building philosophy, and where it all leads. So for this last part, let's bring it all back home, to you, and one final question.
So when you really look at this whole thing, this intense, project-focused, year-round system, the real question is, are you ready to build? Because, let's be honest, this kind of program isn't for everybody. It's going to take a ton of dedication, you've got to be able to work with a team, and you need to have a real, burning passion for creating stuff.
So as we wrap this up, the last thought I want to leave you with isn't really about the school at all. It's about you. It's about your potential. If you decide that this is the right path for you, what will you create?